Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of In Conversation. My name is Bongani, and today I'm joined by a special guest, Prof. Bettine, who is the Registrar of the University of Johannesburg. Prof, welcome to the show.
Good morning, and of course to all our students also.
Yes.
It's wonderful. It's always so exciting to talk to you.
Yeah. It's always so exciting, and it's a new academic season. Prof, tell me, holistically, in an overview, where are we as an institution right now?
Our applications for the 2024 academic year opened last year in April, the 1st of April. It closed the 31st of October. During that period, about 340,000 applicants, heads, submitted 600,000 applications. We, of course, then closed and we waited for the release of the matric results, which happened on the 19th of January. So once we received the matric results, we paired and just, matched students with their applications and so on. Of course, also updated their matric results. And by Saturday afternoon, we had sent out our admission letters and decline letters to a large number of students. So things are going overall very well. We are on track with registering students. As of this morning, we had already registered about 29,000 students.
Yes.
It's slightly behind where we were last year this time, but as our students will know, there were some delays with the letters received from NSFAS in terms of NSFAS funding, but we have those lists and things now, and students have been unblocked. So we're sure that we will pick up now around our registrations. But already 29, almost 30,000. Remember, that was this morning. Yes. So a lot of students would have registered between this morning and now, as of this Friday. So we are well on track to actually start the academic year on time. Yeah.
And given that registration is upon us and we are an innovative institution, can you tell us a little bit more about the facial recognition, its implementation, especially as people will be gaining access in and out on campus? Yeah.
The first thing there is to give credit to the team. The team that works with me is absolutely fantastic, and they are very innovative. They are technology savvy, so they're always coming up with all of these wonderful ideas. So what we're doing as a first university in South Africa to do this, and probably I haven't checked, but probably the African continent, and I'm hoping the world, is what we've done is that we are piloting facial recognition. So when a student applies, they have to submit certified copies of their ID documents. It is how we verify. It's to prevent fraud in terms of our registrations and so on. So what that often means is that a student has to make a copy of his or her ID document, has to go to a police station or find a commissioner of oath to actually certify it as a true copy, scan it, submit it back to us, where we then tick it off, against our database in order for you to allow to register. So what we're doing now is we're piloting this facial recognition project. So what you do is that you get an SMS. When you say you are admitted, you'll get an SMS that says, please just take a selfie. So you get it on your phone. It's a personal message that's only to you, that you can open. So you open it up, click on the link, take a selfie. All of our students are very good with taking selfies, right? You take a selfie, and what happens is that picture bounces back to that link, and we verify against Home Affairs, the Home Affairs database. So, it's a pilot this year. Yes. You still have to submit your ID because we're piloting it. But from next year, and it's going really, really well. From next year, what we will do is we will replace having to submit these certified copies of your ID documents, and so with a selfie, and in that taking a selfie, we actually verify you. So it serves several purposes. First and foremost, most importantly, makes it easier for our students. Secondly, it also assists with fraud and fraud prevention, and just securing the governance, and the accuracy of our registration. What I must say is that quite a few, including UJTV, is picking up on this, and we're so delighted about the recognition that we get. It was also picked up by some national and even international outlets, media outlets. So we are very excited about it, and again, just so grateful to the team for the innovation and all of these exciting things that they are actually piloting and driving.
We surely are reimagining the future.
We are absolutely reimagining the future.
Well, Prof, thank you so much for this interview. Anything else you'd like to share before I let you go?
So I think the one thing to say is just as students receive, notes and, communication from us, either in SMS, ICOMs, or an email or so on, please just act on it. For example, if you are admitted to a specific qualification, try and register as soon as possible. Large number of applications, not that many spaces, 600,000 against 10,500. So when you are admitted, please just register as soon as possible to ensure that you secure your space. And remember, there are always alternative options. So if you don't make it into some of our mainstream qualifications, we offer a large number of continuous education programs, those CEPs or SLPs, and a lot of those have very good articulation back into mainstream, or they are very much equivalent in terms of the mainstream degree. So if you don't get admitted, there's always a second option.
Oh, thank you so much, Prof. Well, that is all from us for now. And joining us now is Mr. Nell Ledwaba, who is the Senior Manager responsible for registrations in the Registrar's portfolio. Mr. Nell, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Bongani, for granting me this opportunity to engage you on registration matters that concerns the UJ community, especially our first entering students.
It's that time, it's registration period at this time, and we're having a scramble of applicants that want to join the Orange Army. Can you provide us with an overview of the current application numbers for the upcoming academic year to our great university?
Oh, yes. Look, when we speak about the University of Johannesburg, obviously speak about the university that everyone would wish to belong to.
Yes.
And then this was evident from last year when we received quite a number of applications. I mean, we've received close to 600,000 applications. And then these were from the 300,000 applicants. And all these applicants and 600,000 applications were fighting for 10,500 spaces. So this can tell, we can do the math, how important and how much University of Johannesburg is in demand. So all these applicants, they wish to be part of the Orange Army, like you indicated.
So given that, how do you guys then deal with the limited space? Do you take the top de la creme, the cream of the crop?
Yes, obviously, like any other university or any other country, the top performance is a key indicator. So what we do here, we normally work with the APS scores. So meaning those that have acquired the highest APS scores are those that are likely to get a firm admission to the relevant courses. Obviously, we are competing with all other universities. So that's why at the University of Johannesburg, we do have what you call as well the orange carpet. Yes. So those are the applicants that have really outperformed themselves. They are A group applicants or learners. Those that have acquired results at maybe A-B level. So and on that there are of course benefits for those top performance. So generally, the evaluation of who should be admitted and in terms of competing, it's about the APS course, and then it's about the relevancy of the modules that have been acquired that will grant them into that particular qualification. Thank you.
Indeed. And well, on an unfortunate part also, I think there's an element of late registration whereby those that are outside the orange carpet, maybe that those that are unable to register in time. What is the university's policy with regards to late registration?
Well, the University of Johannesburg doesn't have actually the room for late registration. We work strictly according to the registration periods, which are always communicated to applicants and also the registration applicants that wish to be granted admission to the university. Yes. So I didn't want to create or give information that will be misleading to our applicants. We do not have a late registration. So all learners, applicants are always encouraged to make sure that they grab the spaces as they are available within the registration period dates.
Yes. And knowing that for one to become a student at UJ, of course, it is a process from acceptance letter, admission, registration. Yes. So definitely. I think also funding plays a pivotal role in that. Could you kindly share some of the funding opportunities that are available for someone who can become a student or is a student at the university after registration?
Of course. Look, the University of Johannesburg does provide those funding opportunities and mechanism to our students, and we also always encourage them to take these opportunities, make use of these opportunities that are presented to them. There are various opportunities that ranges from merit bursaries, international student funding we provide. We also provide bursaries within sports domains, faculty honors, and advanced diploma bursaries, choir and cultural bursaries. Those are various funding opportunities that the university will always wish to support our students, and we are really saying to them, to our students, to say, make use of these opportunities.
Yes, indeed. And of course, I think adding to that would be the announcement of the Minister of Higher Education and Training about funding the missing medal, which has been a concern for the university. I think on our U-Link, we also have a link there or a tab about the missing medal. I'm sure that's a relief.
This should be a relief for our learners, and especially for the well-being of the university. Yes. Looking at how much financial outstanding debts we have every year, and then how much the students will always normally battle to register in the following year. So this for us is a victory. Yes. So it means then it will then see us having reducing the financial block for all the middle students, with the assistance of this announcement.
Now we're moving to the academic calendar. It is, of course, crucial that students plan for their academic year. So could you share the key dates for any upcoming academic year, including maybe the start and the end of the semester? And the exam periods and the holidays, probably?
Oh, yes. Bongani. The first semester will start on the 12th of February, and then will conclude at the 21st of June 2024. Then the first semester final assessments will take place between the 30th of May 2024 to the 21st of June. Then the winter recess will take place from the 22nd of June to June 2024 to the 7th of July. Yes. Then, of course, we'll then move to the second semester, where it will start on the 15th of July, then it will conclude on the 29th of November. Then, of course, the assessments in the second semester will take place from the 24th of November, then we'll conclude on the 24th of October, will conclude on the 15th of November. Yes. Then we will then move to our December recess, which will commence on the 12th of December. Then that will be closing our 2024 academic year.
Yeah. Although you just put it there, it's like, it sounds like a walk in the park. It's like December's just there. We almost there.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, I would also like to find out. Courses are different. Of course, I want to find out the most popular programs at UJ. I know accounting, for one, is it's a big course. Some of our programs that we have in the institution are like competing internationally. Even humanities was recently recognized. Can you tell us about the most popular programs that we have at UJ?
Yeah, look, a very important question. And these are programs that we normally find that most of our applicants are fighting spaces for, and they are filled in easily. That's why we regard them as the most popular. So they ranges from LLB, of course, that is the Bachelor of Law, and then you've got the Bachelor of Accounting Sciences, and then, of course, we've got the Bachelor of Nursing, Bachelor of Optometry, then BSc Computer Science and Informatics, and then the BSc in Maths and Agricultural Sciences. Those are the most top popular qualifications at the University of Johannesburg. So we see a most range of competition in within those qualifications.
So if you are applying for that one, you definitely need good top marks. Huh?
Of course, obviously we'll go for the cream.
For the cream.
Yeah, so I need to also make an emphasis or make the public aware that for one to have met the requirement of a qualification does not necessarily mean that person. That is very important, because of in it you might find that there are top performers that outperformed you. So those are the ones that will obviously get or gain a privilege. That's why we always have what you call you have been admitted, but based on space constraints, you are not able to. We're not able to proceed with the registration. It was on the basis that those that have outperformed you, they've filled in those available spaces. So it is quite necessary for one to always make sure that the ultimate goal is to perform quite well.
And that is actually leading to my next question, which would be, what advice would you give to new students embarking their academic journey here at UJ?
Well, you know, I always say the quality of education that we provide at the University of Johannesburg. Of course, we also have got various supporting mechanisms, many facilities. Our academics are well trained and they know exactly what is expected from them. So what I'm trying to say here is that for one to have gained access to education, not only at UJ, it means a lot, because of, like we indicated in our preamble, to say there are so many applicants that are fighting for few spaces. So having been accepted in a program, that would also mean a lot to you. So I'm saying to our first year entering students to say they need to make sure that they take this opportunity, work hard, they make use of the various supporting mechanisms within the university to make sure that eventually they become the alumni of the University of Johannesburg. Because of ultimately becoming the University of Johannesburg, it adds value into one's life. So the learning is not going to start in the second semester. It's not going to start when you start writing your assessment test. It starts from day one as you want to enter the class. Thanks.
Yeah, true, indeed. That's a very amazing advice. Well, of course, out of the mechanisms that we have, which resources or support services would you recommend to students? I know there are many. Mine would be PsychEd.
Of course. Of course, those that are obvious, like library. Go there, research. You make use of your librarians in all the information that you need. There are other assignments that will need references. Go into your librarians. They will always give you advices on how to access some sources. And then, of course, that you've mentioned, PsychEd. We've got also Academic Development and Support Division. They will also assist our own learners. And then, like we indicated, PsychEd as well. It will also walk through our learners through their academic journey.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Ledwaba. Before we close, is there anything you'd like to add to our conversation?
Not really, but I really thank this opportunity because of also provided an overview of what our learners and our communities out there should expect, and what information what need to know in terms of from the application, the registration up until the learner starts with this academic year. But thank you very, very much for the opportunity.
Well, we appreciate you for the insight. Well, that is all from us for today. This is an episode of In Conversation. My name is Bongani. We'll see you in the next episode.
The University of Johannesburg, the future reimagined.